All right. Then yeah, it's Quora time.
Yeah, dude.
It's
you feeling it?
Quora Raiders.
Chris is wearing his Dragon Ball hat to represent your other podcast.
Wow, look what it is. Look at. Do you like that, Alex? It's orange hat.
Your people.
Goku.
Turtle Sensei.
Pow. Could he fight Superman?
Oh,
I hope
probably?
so.
Is he technically magic? Superman's weak to magic.
Superman's weak to magic?
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
big Superman thing.
That's like
Superman is magic.
That's his other kryptonite. No, Superman is science.
Yeah, Superman is Jewish.
I am tired of Western superhero
Superman
fandom.
does have kind of like a Moses thing going on with like he was sent down a river.
It was famously written by Jews in the early 1910s.
No, 1930s, right? Late
He works at a
1930s.
very nice newspaper.
He has beef with Kanye.
He does have beef with Kanye.
He has beef with Kanye. He's
That would be
looking
a
for a
very-
nice woman, but he can't seem to find one.
There's that famous comic where he shakes hands with Jared from Subway.
Right?
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
And
that
he's like,
was,
thank you, Jared, for molesting those children.
That was that a real comic though, or was
No,
that
it's
just
no.
a Subway advertisement?
It was a
Like
Subway
one of those
advertisement.
advertisements where they like trick you into reading it because it looks like a comic, and you flip the page and you're like,
Yeah.
wait, this is about a hostess.
But if it wasn't real, then why is Superman there? Because he's clearly there.
Well, he's as fast as light. He can go wherever he needs to go.
True.
He has time to do it. Is my point.
He's at the speed of thought. that's canon.
He's a very fast man. Well, fucking yeah, bro.
Hit
Let's
it.
get this sound going. Boop, boop.
We always dance.
It's a bop.
It's a video podcast.
Hey, welcome to Quarators, the podcast where we try to figure out what Quora is.
I don't know what it is still, Jeremy.
It's been 16 episodes?
Who's keeping track?
I don't know.
I am methodically.
Yeah, it is true. We are keeping
They're all
track of it.
numbered.
Yeah, we do know. I'm Jeremy. I'm here with Alex. Alex, how you doing?
Thanks for having me again.
Thanks for coming back to your kitchen.
It's great to be here. I love that we put the flower painting back up.
Oh, yeah, look at that. It's beautiful.
Careful listeners will notice the flower painting was down. Well, rest assured it's back now.
Eagle-eyed.
Eagle-eyed listeners.
Do not zoom me.
Eagle-eared listeners will.
Do not look at my home.
Okay, with us today from my other podcast, Deep Dive in the Shower Wind, is the wonderful Kris Casey. How you doing, Chris?
I'm doing good. Thanks for
coming
having
on.
me.
Chris, can I ask you, do you have any experience using the website Quora.com?
I do not.
No? Do you know about? Have you heard of it?
I think sometimes when I Google things, it comes up, and I know it's one of those ones I don't want to click.
Okay, that is the answer
That's the
most people
most
have.
genuine answer we've received on the show, where people are just like, "I love going on there."
I feel like the
There it
times
is.
I have visited the site, it's like every answer comes with like a lot
Yes.
of personal bias.
Yeah. They're like, well, I'll tell you the answer, but first you'll have to sit through my story
Producer
of grief
Waffles
and
is
trauma.
back.
Producer Waffles, Alex's cat, has arrived. This is the
Yeah,
Waffles
he
theme.
booked me. I think. Waffles.
He sent you an email.
It is somewhat of a structural problem the way that we always sit at the table. That Waffles is going to get in the guest's face every time because that's where all the space is. But
Yeah.
ooh,
There
he
I
has
am.
no teeth, so that can't hurt, but it can't be good. Oh my God!
That's assault, brother.
He smacked you right in the face. He's done that to me too. He hit me right in the face.
It's okay.
He
It
just
seems
tossed him.
like one of those friendly punches to the face.
He has no claws, and that's what this show's all about.
What does he have?
What does he have?
He's got no claws and no
No, he
teeth.
has claws.
Oh,
I mean,
okay,
the
okay.
punch was with no claws. I'm just
Okay,
saying
okay,
it's
okay.
legally not actionable.
I got
For
it.
anyone watching this recording, it's everyone being safe and just a lot of fun here at the Quora household.
Alex is Waffles' lawyer.
That's right. Mr. Waffles has a job. He has a family. He's
Been practicing feline law for.
Okay, so let's go and read every week we write a Quora and nobody answers it. And
That's
then we
not
read it.
the premise
And
of,
we
of
say-
the bit. The bit is that we do get lots of
Yeah.
answers, and everyone thinks we're great at Quora. For some reason, though, nothing but fucking swings and misses for a month straight.
I don't know what we're doing wrong. I thought this
We
was
were
going to be
doing
such
really
a
good.
Chris, you got to help us write a Quora at the end of this episode
sweet,
that
great.
people fucking listen to and
No,
write.
people just can't wait to answer it.
It's got to be so good. We need this. Last week, our question was who would win in a fight between Master Chief with armor and Santa Claus?
Okay.
Okay,
And
I'm
so
surprised I got no answers.
I'm honestly
well,
shocked.
Initially, we were going to ask a non-fighting question regarding Master Chief
Yeah.
because there were so many about Master Chief and all his
Yeah.
various fights. But we pitched mainstream. We found like the kind of daytime programming answer to the question, which is, can he fight somebody that we're already talking about, thinking that will get the most answers?
Yeah.
And like writing and producing for television, any kind of artist wants to do this. There's a real gut reaction to do what you think the industry wants.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And that was our mistake here. Is
That
if we
is.
were writing true original Quoras about Master Chief, we probably would have been head
Yeah, but
over heels with
Santa's
it.
been in
Yeah.
the news, so you want to...
Santa's
Yeah,
in the
well,
news.
Santa's in the news. Have you heard about
man.
this? Have you heard about Santa?
I fucked up so bad not getting any Santa sounds for this. Think of all the ho-hos we could have and jingles and lovely reindeer sleighs.
Does Master Chief's armor include his weapons?
Oh my, we are not doing this again. This is like 25 minutes.
We did talk a lot about if Master Chief
We
could
simply,
fight.
Santa has extreme agility. I know that.
He is
episode-
weak to magic. He's weak to magic.
The episode has not aired yet, but I am determined to throw my body in front of the podcast before it becomes a Who Can Master Chief Fight podcast.
Okay. Chris, we have a bunch of quarters lined up for you. Let me just get into the first one.
Tailored
Chris
to your
is-
specific interests.
Chris is famously born in the United Kingdom. Is this true?
That is true.
So I have a question for you. According to Quora,
Tally ho.
Tally ho to you and tally ho to all of our
I
listeners.
feel very much at home.
Quora asks, who would win in a war between the United Kingdom and the United States?
The United States, don't we? We spend like all of England's money
Yeah, I think
on
so.
just all the money England has. We spend just that on weapons, right?
Oh, I thought you were saying like they give us money and we spend it all.
Or are we talking about like Uncle Sam fights the king?
Ooh, that's interesting.
Well, Uncle Sam
It's a-
is not a real person, so that will be a tough
Neither
one.
is the king.
king
That's my
is
new
real.
theory. I think he's like Santa. I'm just like, the king's not real.
You guys still believe in the king?
I felt strange saying the king there. That's the first time I've addressed him.
Yeah, that's true.
You know your parents are the king. Every year they govern the United Kingdom.
They are the ones who wear the crown stolen from Africa.
They unite Scotland and Wales.
I do like that idea.
So there's
though,
an obvious gut answer here again.
that United
that's-
States wins.
Oh, okay. Wow.
USA.
The USA. Oh, they have billions and billions more dollars in military spending. It's a country with
More hearts.
100 times the
Dare
amount
I
of
say.
people.
Ooh, more freedom.
Yeah, more freedom.
More freedom than those people can go and get a Coca-Cola wherever the hell they want. This is going to be a wash, you think? But let's consider,
Okay.
and this is something I don't know a lot about, as I was born in just a good old fast food burger shop here in the US of A. What are the innate advantages that your average Briton has that we might not know
Well,
about?
being born in a fish and chip shop, I don't know. I think
Bizarro situation.
don't have to worry so much about losing teeth in the fight because the teeth are already terrible.
That's true. No teeth for the Brits. They can also go to the hospital afterwards
England being
during the war.
has the espionage. James Bond is British.
That's true. Yeah.
James Bond is British. That's an advantage.
They
Idris Elba.
yep. Idris Elba.
And we have to say they're two different people because they didn't let him be the
They
same.
did not. But he is Knuckles, the echidna, for real.
he is
And that will be used in a military conflict.
We would be fucked if Knuckles the echidna
If
fought
you think
us.
in a great power struggle that the United Kingdom is going to reserve the Chaos Emeralds, you are greatly mistaken.
The United Kingdom has the largest quantity of Chaos Emeralds in the world, I think. They just keep producing them.
They do, although they get them from Africa. It's really sad, actually. Look into Chaos Emerald harvesting this Christmas season. And then another kind of stalemate or a cop out of the question is you can be like, well, they both have nukes. We all lose. We all lose in this terrible conflict. That could
when there's a
happen at
war,
any minute.
who's the loser? It's us.
There have been a few points this year where during the like new Cold War thing happening with Russia and NATO, where Boris Johnson has pretty much said a few things that have led me to believe, reading the newspaper, like, oh, England is actually going to start World War III as a like surprise factor.
Well, I think America won. We thought America was going to win which leader had the most preposterous hair, and
That's
then
true.
Boris Johnson came in, so it might.
I do appreciate that Boris Johnson looks like the British Office version of Trump.
Yes,
Like, he's
for
like-
He
sure.
does. We have Trump at home.
great.
Yeah, he's our Michael Scott.
He's really handsome in his own way. Want him back so bad. Okay, well, I think these are pretty accurate.
Sure. You want me to read the answer that's on
Assessments.
Quora?
With the three options being everyone loses, there's class in your average Englishman that we can never compare to, and that it's a complete wash because of all the money and weapons that
I like
America
the
has.
idea though of the like what is it called when you each send one champion and that's that
yeah.
decides the war.
Right of combat, something like that.
Oh, what is it called?
I know, that's what I'm asking you.
This is a nightmare for me to be asked this on the podcast.
I really want to know.
All right, well, we'll never find out. But
It's just single combat.
Single combat.
yeah, I think if a single combat's an interesting idea because I think the UK does have to use the king. They're forced to.
The king is trying to push Andrew Tate in
Right.
front of him, but
And
it simply won't work.
They have to do the king, and then we have so many options.
Yeah,
We
Floyd
do.
Mayweather.
Yeah.
Oh man, we got so many. Yeah, Floyd Mayweather, that's a great option.
You just beat the shit out of the king. of
Elderly
England.
Mike Tyson.
Oh, that would be fun.
Wouldn't that give? Yeah, and this is the advantage of a republic is you don't have to send an
Yes.
old man who's
Right.
never fought before. Although if you are sending presidents, who assuming that they are kings,
Sure, Biden v.
think-
Charles.
You know how like in Godzilla vs Kong,
Sure.
they become friends at the end and fight Mechagodzilla. I think it might be that kind of thing.
Okay, yeah. So
They become friends at the end and
and
fight
they
like
kill
Germany.
France.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's
Okay.
good. Dennis Hammond, former police officer for 26 years, says, "You didn't
I have
say."
seen many wars between the United States and United Kingdom.
He says, "You didn't say what kind of war.
Got your ass. Oh my god.
If it were a military fight, the United States would win after a bloody good fight." Oh, Waffles is pissed.
Oh, I gotta get the cat off the other cat. But keep reading.
If it were a battle of pageantry, wit, humor, humility, charm, and manners, we would whoop their asses.
Okay, this guy might be slightly biased.
Said with tongue firmly in cheek. God bless the USA. God bless the UK. God save the Queen.
That's maybe the worst Quora response I've heard in the history of the show so far. A bloody Bobby got in our mentions, Jeremy. We can't let that happen again. Being chased from one door and out the next, and none of them match.
Firstly, let me say this. This is from Nick Renomicon. It says, firstly, let me say this. We love and respect the hell out of our boys across the pond. The one country that I'd never want to go to war with is Britain. Not because I'd be afraid to lose. It would be like having to raise hands with your loving older brother / best friend who's always had your back.
Do a lot of people feel this way?
I would not be surprised. The rest of this answer is unfortunately locked under Quora Plus. So we can't really read much of it.
You guys don't have Quora Plus?
Well, you haven't got.
We got to do it.
Look,
That
when there
seems
are
insane that you don't have it.
That'll be our first Patreon
when the
goal.
Patreon launches, Quora Plus is going to open up a new dimension for the show. So wait, so when you make a Quora Plus, when you like really spit off some fire answers, or you just like lock this one?
I don't know. Yeah. Get this behind the
my other shit is
paywall.
free, but if you want to hear my top bars,
I don't know. He lives in the United Kingdom, apparently.
yeah, I
Which is
can
interesting
tell
because-
from that one.
No, but he said he's calling the UK our best friend.
Oh, true.
Ooh, I don't know.
That's something you only do if you move to or are from there, though. I think.
Yeah, that's true.
Your next pet.
One guy says the Russian Federation and the People's Republic of China would win.
Oh, our
It's like
enemies!
yeah.
Yeah.
They're at the door, waiting for us to turn on each other.
They want us to fight. Most people are saying the U.S. wins. I mean, the U.S. obviously wins.
Oh,
Because
another win for the boys in blue. Let's rock it.
America, don't even think about fighting us.
You know, I was looking for sounds and I got this on Guitar Solo, but I really have been unsure of when to press the button, and I think it's whenever America comes up. Is
Yeah, I think that's a good one.
That's got to be it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any other thoughts on who would win in a war between the United Kingdom and the United States, or should we move on to another question?
I pray it doesn't happen.
I think you're safe.
Those are our lads.
This question is, if a dog is charging at you and you run towards it, what would be the dog's reaction?
If a dog is charged... Oh, so this is Quora gone wild. Big delay on the moo. I'm sorry, I have not fixed that yet. Okay, so if a dog is charging you... See, this is interesting because of all the animal questions that we regularly get on the podcast, Chris, they're often about, do you have the martial prowess to defeat an animal? Whereas this is mostly about the...
What would
animal
the
itself.
dog be like?
What's the dog thinking when you are coming at
And
it?
I hope a dog answered this question.
Now, I
That would
have,
be great.
while not fought a dog, charged many a dog before.
Why?
In one of their reckless games that they create and they start in their brutal combats.
Immediately attacking each other at the thought of dog combat.
Yeah, they get really stressed out when they think about it. But from what I've seen, they actually don't flinch or give a shit because they're psychos.
Dogs?
Dogs are psychos.
All dogs are sociopaths.
Spoken like a cat owner, but I believe it through and through.
I'm going to write a Twitter call-out thread about all dogs.
I would like to see you. I'd like to see you do it. And I'll support you in your
you.
thread.
That's true. We both have cats.
What do you think?
I think a dog... Yeah, I think you're right. I think the dog wouldn't even
Just
flinch.
from what I've seen, like it's dog instinct to just keep going.
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
Maybe maybe his brain waves change. You can't measure that.
What do you think a dog would do, Chris, if you ran at it?
Yeah, I think it'd probably run at you still, maybe pivot left and sort of...
Oh, pivot left. Yes.
You'll pivot left?
I didn't consider, and honestly, I'm not going to see it coming, and it's going to be a big weakness for me in the fight.
I think it'll do a right hook, punch you right in the face.
I didn't realize I was fighting like a trained combat dog.
Yeah, you're fighting a boxer.
I walked into Naruto's dog arena.
All right, well, let's read this answer from Terry Melvin. It says, I think the dog would bank left. All right, well, that's fair enough.
That's not really in there, is it?
No, it says, I did that when I
just said
saw...
because it was funny. Ha ha.
You think this is a joke. Terry says, I did that when I saw two pit bulls running towards me after getting out of their fenced yard. I figured I had nothing to lose, so I ran at them while yelling. And they put on the brakes, turned around, and fled. Edit. This is not a suggestion as to what you should do in the same situation.
Well, it sounds like it is.
Rather, it was
sounds
my
like you're telling us
experience.
to do it.
He says, I don't endorse anyone trying this simply because it may not always work.
I like that they got out and he was like, well, I'm done for.
That's it for me.
This has 9 million views.
There's no way.
Thank goodness.
I think it's not good advice to charge the dog. I'm just saying, like, you won't know until it's all over.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a smart move. Especially two pit bulls. I'm not like someone who's like anti-pit bull or anything, but I'm not running at two of them.
Yeah, they are kind of the combat dog.
Yeah, they're good at fighting.
Yeah.
Again, Naruto lesson. There's no pit bulls in that, but I feel like they are a combat.
Do they have dogs in Naruto?
They do.
They do.
That
They
one
have
dog
many
ninja.
dogs.
I don't know anything about Naruto.
One of the
There are
families
dogs.
has like dog ninjas and he gets so big he can ride.
I like how excited both of you guys got to answer
It's actually
that question.
funny you bring that up, Jeremy. I didn't want to talk about that today, but there are actually key dogs in the show.
There are.
a big
They
part of the-
unfortunately, being quadrupedal, they can't ninja run.
They can't make the jutsus. They can't cross paws.
Oh, that's so sad.
It's one of the sadder parts of the show. Okay, give us another answer.
I did exactly that once when I was 13 years old. This is from Steve Wendler. The dog across the street spent all day on a chain outside and barked for as long as anyone
I'm just
passing
picturing, by the way, a large Quora picture of a man with no hands. But like, wonder what happened to me next. There's always some horribly disfigured person.
Yeah.
Comments of these.
And they're like, you think it's funny to chase a dog? Now I'm dead.
I don't remember what Naruto does to defeat the dog ninja.
No one does.
That's why we need to go on Quora and find out.
He digs a hole at one point. I don't think that's that fight, though.
I have noticed in shows and movies where there is a dog combat, they really go out of the way to show your hero not like fucking doming a dog. Just because it looks bad or whatever.
Yeah, it's worse than
there's a lot
hitting
of
a
dogs in
human.
John Wick, but he never...
I was about to say it's like a reverse John Wick. If there's a John Wick who just shot dogs and like left people alone, even though that's legally much more defensible, everyone would hate him.
That would be such a fucked up movie.
You better stay away from me. I have a phobia.
It's just him going around like shooting fucking dogs left and right.
He's got guns on his feet because it's easier to shoot a dog down there.
Well, hey, I feel like the go-to dog reference
He's got a lot of chocolate.
Oh my god. He's just throwing him chocolate.
Grapes also. There apparently grapes are.
Yeah?
There's a lot of. You have to check your house when you own a dog.
Yeah.
I feel like the go-to dog abuse reference is Michael Vick, right?
That's correct.
And what is Vic, if not one line away from Wick? Huh?
True.
Do the math on
Sure.
that, conspiracy theorists.
And do the
Jeremy,
math on
thank
that. It's Roman numeral 5.
Yeah.
Oh, because it's a V.
Yeah.
Do the math on that.
Hell yeah, dog. Oh, wait. So let me read the rest of this guy. He
Please.
said, everyone feared it because of its barking, but not me. I used to bark back at it just to rile it up even more.
I used to do that when once I'm really having really mental health problems, I would bark back at dogs.
Was it to communicate with them? Was it like, these are my people now?
No, I think it was more to, mark my territory.
Sure. You just became dog-minded.
It's because it makes them upset.
Well, I think I was like maybe speaking dog, but I don't speak dog, so I was probably saying like, car, jump rope, skip daddle.
Sure, yeah.
Honestly, the reason that Waffles is so loud is because when he meows at me, I meow back at him.
Sure.
And that is the same thing. You're just encouraging them to talk
Yeah,
more.
they're like, oh, someone understands what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bark. Bark, bark.
It's like, bark indeed.
Yeah,
Anyway, this
I'm
guy
barking,
gets
you're
attacked by
barking.
this dog, by the way.
Oh, holy shit.
Well, no, I don't know. I don't know if
okay?
he seems fine.
How are his wrists?
There's no photo of it. It says, one day I was walking by getting it all riled up and it was going nuts. To be honest, too riled. The chain broke and that vicious, dark barking dog was now storming for me. I suddenly thought, honey. What a stupid idea to bark back at that dog. And I thought I was a goner. I knew I couldn't outrun it, so I decided to try the opposite. I leaned forward and started running toward it, barking and growling in the most vicious voice I could muster. The dog stopped barking, put its tail between its legs, and ran back to his house.
Huh. Maybe I'm just not scary enough.
Yeah, maybe.
It seems like it works half of the time.
Yeah, it seems like I think listeners.
By the way, if you're listening at home, the lesson is you can scare the dog off and to try it at home.
We give good advice on this podcast. We tell people to.
I think it'd be good if you had a biscuit. I think that's.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what like mailmen do is they keep
Yeah.
a biscuit.
Is that what they do? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Mailmen and dogs are natural enemies.
We would, yeah.
That's
Perhaps
how you
the
keep
most
the
natural enemies.
This show is mostly listened to by mailmen.
I wouldn't be surprised if mailmen listen to a lot of
Oh,
podcasts.
they definitely do.
For
Right?
sure, yo.
Yeah.
We've gotten fan mail from other shows for
Yeah?
all
Hand
mailmen.
delivered.
Yeah.
To your door.
They have the beautiful sparkles on them. And
They're
I'm like,
great
"Oh,
at emails.
Another listener mail. I blow them off the top.
All these stories are basically just people running at dogs. I don't
Okay.
hear enough about what the dog's reaction is, though. I want to know what the dogs think.
Well, it's either they keep going or they stop, kind of.
Well, dogs like a little bit of keep away chase, don't they? Maybe they do run around and have a little bit of.
I have there's an interesting answer here. Virginia White Gall says, I posted this as a comment on someone else's answer, but then another Quarren told me I should post it here as an
A
answer.
Quarren?
A Quarren?
Like a Karen on Quora? A Quarren?
I don't know if it's Karen or person or Quora.
What is it? What do they do?
From Quora,
Says, I should post it as an answer here, which I didn't do before because afraid it was too long, so I'll do it here. So it's basically saying like someone suggested I post it here, and they were right.
Oh, so it's not a Karen.
No, I don't
It's
think
like
it's
an
a Karen.
Englishman.
Quarren.
How is it like an Englishman?
Foreign.
Because they're from Quora. I see.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
They fight Americans.
A Quoraman.
Needed to do it.
Quoraman is a good word.
Quoraman is more of a direct line to me because I hear Quora and I'm thinking Karen, and I don't think they culturally have that yet on Quora. But
A Karen on Quora. It's all Karens, I think. That's kind of like the website for it, right?
yeah, I mean, not really, because you would need other people to actively be reading
Right,
Quora to
that's
be
true.
because the whole point of a Karen is you are telling a manager, and if
Right.
you're like in the stock room of the internet or what have you, whatever Quora is, you're not really effectively complaining on anybody, are
That's
you?
very fair. You are correct. All right. Want another animal one?
Yeah, get the other animal one up.
This is kind of the opposite of the question, which is what would you do? What do you do if a lion is chasing you?
I thought that was the lion. It was Austin Powers. It was kind of the opposite of what I wanted.
Austin Powers probably does a growl at some point.
Hey, forget I played the Austin Powers theme.
It's uneditable.
What would I do if a lion is chasing
What would you do?
Play dead.
You think? Yeah, is that gonna work?
Probably not. But what am I gonna run from it?
I don't know. You have many options, right?
honey.
Do I have my armor?
Yeah.
Do you have your armor is the only good question for this one, because I don't think you have any other choices. Trees, famously out of play.
Is that true?
Yeah, for lions?
They climb trees? I don't know, man.
Cats climb trees, Jeremy.
Oh, fuck.
Where have you been?
Yeah.
How do you spot a city boy on a podcast?
Yeah, I've never interacted with a lion, I don't think.
If he's never interacted with a lion, he must be from Long Island.
Once they get up there, a fireman has to come help him down, though.
The lion?
Yeah.
It's sad that our tax dollars are going to this, to helping our predators. Tree doesn't work. Running away definitely doesn't work, even less than the tree.
You somehow throw him off a cliff into a herd of gazelle, right? Wildebeest or whatever.
Yeah.
I think your one shot is maybe throwing something heavy and hoping the lion's just pissed off and goes away.
I think playing dead is not a terrible idea, but do lions care? Because they eat dead stuff.
It's not a good idea.
I would-
None
I
of
would-
them are good ideas.
I would look, I would hope he's going to take a few bites and not like the taste of me.
Sure, yeah. So you're hoping to lose a leg or something.
Well, yeah.
Take
Maybe
it
that'll
hard.
satiate him.
What would you give if you have to give something to the lion?
You gotta give.
Gotta give.
If the lion requests a contribution,
Leg, I suppose.
A leg.
I suppose a whole leg getting ripped off of me
I think
by a lion.
I'll go in left arm.
Left arm is if
I think
you
that's
can
the
talk
correct
to the
answer.
lion
That
and
is
the
not
lion
correct answer.
agrees.
Well, leg is way better to lose than an arm.
I think we're really mentally in the wrong place where we're bargaining with the lion to give it a limb. I don't think the lions work that way. We have to
Lions
play
are
with
more reasonable than you think.
displays of force.
You have to go for the eyes, I think, if you're going to try to fight it.
Go for the
Ooh,
eyes.
that's smart.
It's just really a bad situation.
I think I'm trying to ride it. I think I'm going to grab it by the mane and I'm going to swing myself around the lion.
Nice.
And land on it.
Yeah, because
Cool.
lions are really fast, so you get away really quickly.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Like
Well,
He-Man.
these are all great ideas.
Rooftop dweller Thomas McKeon has an answer that will sound very familiar to people who listened to our last question.
Rooftop, safe from lions.
You got two choices. You can let it run you down and kill you, or you can get fucking angry, turn around, and go after it.
Those are
This
the two
happened.
choices.
This happened while I was on safari, he says.
Triggered liberals.
Sorry, it's not your safe space.
There I was, killing endangered animals.
He says, we were told not to leave the tour vehicle whatsoever. I had been drinking and jumped out anyway. I was pissing in the middle of the Serengeti when a full-maned lion started roaring and charged me. I charged back, right back, and hit him in the head with a bottle of Southern Comfort.
This is the most real story I've ever heard in my entire life.
He cried and ran away. I picked up my bottle.
Ow!
No!
That's my freaking head.
I didn't know he was American. I picked up my bottle, took a swig, and jumped back in the minibus. I figured they were going to arrest me or kick me off the tour. No one said a word.
No one said a word because you just alpha dogged your way to the top. You're given the tour now.
I don't think
That's your tour.
I don't think even a word of this is true. I don't think he's ever even been in a bus.
This is someone who has been forbidden from leaving their home due to a DUI or some other home arrest situation.
Yeah.
Some lady's named Catherine, who's a big cat handler, professional lion person, I guess, says.
Let's not listen to her.
She says, lions prefer Jack Daniels. No wonder he was crying. And then Thomas McKeon did thumbs up emoji.
Wow. That's a really nice interaction on Quora.
It is nice.
It's so rare to find that on the internet. Are there any actual answers from her, though? Is she getting...
Yeah, she seems like I was hoping for an answer from her. The big
no.
handler.
That's too bad.
Let me see. I'm going to go on her profile. Catherine Leegard, big cat handler. She's got a photo of her like smooching a tiger.
They're all about her piss fetish.
I would not be surprised.
Every other time we've clicked on other responses from users, it's like, no, it's all piss fetish. We shouldn't listen to them.
She is a California born and raised goofball who is often amused yet easily distracted, deeply sarcastic but perpetually curious, and an adventurous, creative, family-loving mix of friendly contradiction.
Fluent in sarcasm.
All of her answers are just like, here's a picture of a tiger. And she's like, yay.
Yay, okay. I think you can be cringe if you have a passion like taking care of large cats. I think that's
She
okay.
loves them. She's obsessed with the stuff. She's got a lot of pictures of her next to tigers.
That's so sick.
And she does a lot of retweeting of big cat news.
What's big in cat news? Anything good?
Oh, brother.
We don't have time to get into that. We'll be here all day on big cat news.
Yeah.
Video. Mountain lion drags dog out of house?
All right, let's not just search Quora ambiently here. This is a terrible format.
Okay. Ooh,
Found
that's
it.
good. Okay,
It is technically a tiger. It's not a lion. I'm sorry.
this one. Okay, so we're now going to enter our most popular segment, the Quoker, which is our Manosphere Quora based.
Oh Lord.
Naruto music's back.
It's kind of just a catch-all for everything, honestly.
Yeah, it's incels do a lot of things.
They're just cool guys.
They have bold minds that wander forth.
Yeah. This is from Shannon M. Rogers. This is not a question or an answer. It's just a Quora. You found this one and you DM'd it to me.
Oh, right.
This one is...
This is I think the first non-question we've done on the podcast, so I'm interested to see how
Yeah.
Honored to be here.
I'm going to watch see if Kris leaves.
I will not discuss this post.
You guys are washed. That's not why I came over here.
It says, so I heard my doorbell ring. I checked out my window and I see it was UPS. I noticed he stopped, took his hat off, and put it over his heart. I was confused. Then I heard the national anthem. I'm not sure where it was coming from. I'm guessing somewhere down the street.
So you can assume where this goes from here, but watching the guy take his hat off and put it over his heart and then being like, what is he doing, is an insane sequence of events to me.
I just wanted to say how amazing this simple gesture was for him to do. And that's the whole post. And there's a photo. The photo makes it. And it's that it is just a photo of a man, like clearly from a window of a house. And it's a man standing next to a UPS truck with his hand over his heart, just saluting America.
By the way, another reminder, you got to be on the YouTube,
Yeah,
folks,
check out
because now
YouTube.
if you're on the YouTube, you are basking in
It's
this
just
man
I
saluting
just like
the flag.
He's in his
next
like
to a
brown,
truck.
his brown polo and brown khakis. He's got his big like UPS fucking notebook on his side, and he's just got his hat over his heart, and he's saluting our beautiful country.
This is the type of stuff why England loses.
Yeah. They don't have UPS guys like this.
They can't ring a bell and have all their dog-brained workers leave a truck and salute the flag.
I love
Drop
it.
what they're doing.
This UPS man is like, I will die for this country.
It's a 6-car pileup whenever the national anthem plays.
This was also the category for this, because there's different categories for every Quora. The category for this is loving an amazing world.
You gotta love this.
This space is to share the amazing stories and facts we have in our world.
Stop what you're doing. It's like stop, drop, and roll when you hear the national
Yes.
anthem. Why was it playing, I wonder?
We don't know. I think it's just ambiently playing all the time.
Does
in the
this
US.
woman live next to a baseball game?
That's what I was thinking.
It's kind of the only time you're hearing it unless you're like at school or something.
Unfortunately, I think this
Yeah.
woman stole this from something else.
That's a
because she
sh-
credits somebody.
Oh, this is what I was going to say. The best part of this post is how much non-participatory it is from this man in the truck. He is really just minding his own business, and there's a woman like sniping him with a photo from her window. And then being like, you're going on Quora.
All the comments are like, this man must be military. He's ex-military.
I would be surprised if he's not. If he's not, he should join because
It's interesting because he doesn't know she's there. He's doing this for just himself.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's just delivering packages.
And they're like strict, aren't they? Like, aren't they like GPS tracking him and being like,
I don't
"You better
know.
work."
Amazon does that. There's like
Amazon,
Yeah.
Amazon's like, why are you
shifts.
peeing right now?
Yeah. Stop saluting the flag. God damn. That was actually a response to all the people saluting the flag all day. Slowing down the packages immensely.
Alert, you are saluting too much. This is Jeffrey Bezos.
My medicine.
People are peeing in bottles, so having a salute in the closet. It's
You can salute on your bathroom break. God damn it.
People were very happy about this.
That's
They say,
weird because
"I
it
have
made me sad.
I've
Yeah, it
never
makes
been
me
in the
uncomfortable.
military. It is weird. It should
Deeply strange.
He should be arrested.
It's not the kind of behavior that should be rewarded.
No.
it shouldn't be allowed.
I like it less that he's not doing it on purpose. Like if it would make me feel better if it was a photo op, but the fact that this man is just out there doing salute anytime he hears the fucking national anthem is insane.
Okay,
he's just a well-trained guy. That's what he does.
we could go the other way with this. It could be
Okay.
just like, like manic bipolar behavior. Like he's having a break. And it's just like saluting the flag. And he's like, he doesn't get back in the truck. He just runs off into the
Killed
city.
several people after this. He took out his UPS gun.
Killed the third base coach.
Started a one-man show right there in front of my house.
I like this one
Not,
comment.
not many arts events begin with the national anthem, I've noticed. That's something I'd like to change more.
Yeah, should we have a show tonight, a stand-up
that's
comedy
true.
show.
Please,
should we start it?
Please open with the national anthem.
Should we start with you and I should sing the national anthem.
We should.
I would love
The
that.
gamer national anthem.
Yeah, it's a video game themed show, so
you think
there's
there's
nothing
one?
gamers love
Put it
more.
at the end of the
Do you think I can find a gamer national anthem online right now?
Yeah, just 8-bit
For
national
sure.
anthem.
No, I'm saying like with words.
No, I don't think you can
Oh.
find
I'm
that.
Googling it. I'm Googling it.
Why is
And the bomb bombs bursting in air.
Yeah, there you go. We're writing it.
The Rocket League's red flare.
Unless you're clicking a link that's on Quora right now, you are out of pocket, my friend.
This is not a Reddit podcast.
Is there one on Reddit?
Yeah, it says, what song is classified as the gamer national anthem? Because I'm not really sure. Always questioned it.
Get off of Reddit.
Oh, it's probably the Portal song, right?
People are saying Halo.
I
This
think.
is a triumph.
Well, hey, you know what? This could be our quarter later.
Okay.
What song would be considered the gamer national anthem? A moment of silence.
Let's all think it over and then put it on the show later. Okay. Let's do another Quora.
Okay. Oh, wait, I want to read this comment real quick. I just like that. It says, I've never been in the military. However, whenever I hear that song, wherever I may be, I get tingly and teary and put my hand over my heart. It makes me very emotional. Grow up, Mary.
Sick behavior.
This is bizarre.
Yeah, you're unwell.
You need help. You should not be getting emotional hearing the national anthem. You should not be crying. You shouldn't be crying like a lion who was yelled at by a drunk man on the safari. Why?
You know, we've all been making fun of this lion, but I've cried after it.
We should
yelling
get that.
Before,
Yeah, I
you know?
cry every time I get smashed in the head with a Southern Comfort bottle.
We do not support abusers on this show.
All right.
Facts.
Facts.
Facts. This is an anti-abuse podcast. Unlike some of these other podcasts. What is one thing you always judge people on? Do you guys have a quick answer on this? What's one thing you always judge people on?
Appearance.
For me, it's... Yeah. I like to judge a book by its cover.
Right.
That's my big thing.
That's my number one, I think.
I see a cover and I'm like, I know what this book's about.
I also buy books that way.
Yeah, that's the only way to buy them.
Especially if you're reading like fantasy sci-fi, you're like, this one looks dope.
This has got a dragon on the front.
Look at all the colors.
I see a knight with a sword.
Wizard, nice. I don't know.
They're
Chris?
playing some sort of Game of Thrones.
Well, you can tell they're playing a Game of Thrones. They have their hands over their hearts.
I go to the bookstore and I ask the clerk, "Do you have anything where like I don't know, kings clash? Is there any like I don't know, some sort of storm of swords I could read about?"
Where's a crow get a bite to eat around here?
What do you think, Chris? Anything you judge people on? What's one thing? Don't give us two.
If someone says it is what it is,
Oh,
I
Really?
immediately discount that. Yeah, I just don't want that around me. It isn't what it is. It could be anything. Leave me alone.
That's your activation word.
Yeah, that is like when my like.
the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say.
You're a Manchurian candidate. It is what it is, and you go, and you start killing people.
Don't start saying
You start
it.
going John Wick like you saw a bunch of dogs.
I remember I walked into an office at my old job, and they had a picture of Einstein on the wall, and they had added on a speech bubble that said "It is what it is." And
He never said that.
I know. I
never
wanted to
said
burn down
that.
the building.
You should have.
It's the most anti-Einstein statement I've ever heard in my life.
I love the idea of, like Einstein. They're like relativity. He's like, it is what it is.
I like to say "It is what it is" for now. That's my counter.
Okay.
Okay.
I like that it's a curse. To
Einstein
you.
more
I like
than
that you
that,
see it as
yeah.
a spell.
Yeah. Well, it's like a complacency spell. It's like
Okay. I like it. Yeah, I'm into it.
Yeah, I'm not that one
And
specifically.
also their hair.
And also their hair. That's fine. I was gonna say not that one specifically, but phraseology. I will hold some
Okay.
phrases against you.
I'm trying to think of other silly phrases Einstein could say that would be funny. Just Einstein being like, it do be like that.
Saturdays are for the boys.
All right. Well,
You know that gushy squawking when you walk in with those high heels.
Einstein did say that. He discovered that. What did you say?
You know that gushy squawking. When
Well, that's the thing is that the scientific community did not know before him.
Yeah,
but
he had
now we
proven it
know.
with math.
Yeah. You did math to find out that gushy, whatever you said. I keep forgetting it. Whatever. Who cares?
You'll know it when you hear it.
Alexander Porter says he's a cancer survivor, he's a serial dater, he's a world traveler, and he's a humorist. So this better be fucking funny.
Yeah, I'm ready to laugh.
I judge people based on when they choose to have showers. If you have a shower at night, you are a normal human cleaning yourself after a day out in the world, working a good, honest job. For example, if you work a night shift at the local sewerage farm, which is a funny way to describe
As
that.
many do.
If you're farming sewage
At night. This guy's got to be a 24-hour op there.
You plant a bunch of toilets, and then every spring you go and dig up all the shit.
Yeah.
he says you'd want
Fertilizer's
to,
right there.
you'd want to hit that pillow free of muck. People who shower at night have their lives together and are to be admired. But there are ... others. If you shower in the morning, you're a deviant of some sort, cleaning yourself in anticipation of all the horrid things you get up to do during the day. You know that physical, emotional, possibly even spiritual filth waits for you, and you embrace it with droplets of water clinging to your sinful face.
I love this guy.
Maybe it's just me, but showering in the morning seems strange. Seems strange?
I disagree with this strongly.
Lowballing you there.
He's like, if you take a shower in the morning, you deserve to die. I hope
Yeah.
you've burned in flames and you go to hell.
It's a bit
Personally, I think it is weird.
I don't agree with what he's saying, but I'll fight to the death for his right to say it.
He says it's like eating dessert before dinner. Sure, it's technically permitted, but there's something unnerving and unnatural about it.
Oh, camouflage. I've never seen someone in it, but if I did, I wouldn't like them.
Camouflage is a good example. That's under appearance. So, showering. Do you shower in the morning or at
Yep,
night?
I do. I'm a morning shower.
I think morning is like 80% of people.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
pretty
morning is more popular.
You a morning guy?
I usually, like, if I'm going to exercise, I'll wait until after then, which is often like the middle of the day.
Sure.
Whoa,
I've done it.
that's
I've done
wild.
it.
That's the most uncanny option there is.
Yeah, but you know.
But
that
the
counts.
morning, if there's nothing going on, the morning is the way to go because you feel really great to start your day.
Yeah, and then I get to leave all my filth in my bed where it belongs.
Although, in his defense, in the same way that I'm treating, like, if I went to the gym, if I worked every day at the sewage farm,
yeah,
then I, too, would shower at night. And the sewage smell would never truly come off, would be my main complaint I have in life.
You never get the plague, though.
No, that's true. We talked about this earlier.
Was that off, Mike?
Yeah.
Okay, well, what you need to know is that you didn't get the plague if you cleaned the sewage in the medieval ages, but it wasn't because of all the bad smells. It was because they showered.
Yes.
Speed run on that fact.
Facts. Killing spree. Yeah, pretty good.
I actually reached for killing spree, but hit honey, and so you were right to say it.
We were on the same my wavelength. I think if I worked at a sewage farm, I'd be a very different person all over. I think everything about me would be different. I think I'd have no similar qualities.
You seem like you've never worked a day of your life at a sewage farm.
No, my thing is I'm trying to cultivate the softest hands. Yeah.
I'm not sure a sewage farm is a real place.
Well, that's a whole other thing. You know what's actually really good for your hands is just
Sewage.
raw waste. Yeah. If you can get into it. And I encourage you to touch it directly.
When I go to the bathroom, I just shove my hands and wash my hands in there.
Ew. Well, I hope you shower at night. Good Lord.
I like that you said that like Norm McDonald's.
Oh, it was gross.
Anyway, he goes on to just keep complaining about people who shower, and he has a stock photo of a woman in the shower. So
Oh,
that's
good. Now I can
exciting.
picture it.
Now you know what a shower is.
I'm done with this person. Get them out of here.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if anyone else is replying to say anything. Not really anything interesting. Most people are saying they shower in the morning and night, which is like humble brag.
Is it humble brag or just an obese person?
Or
This is
just,
like-
An obesity thing?
they could just be clean.
I mean, and I sweat a lot, so I also do this. But I have like noticed, like if you it gets hot out, then my social media becomes full of my fat friends being like, "Uh-oh, 2 showers a day time. We're back again.
Who is the time?
Who has the time?
Who's showering 2 times?
Who are these people?
They're too clean.
They get back from the sewage farm. It still smell like the sewage.
What are you farming at the sewage farm?
You might as well take the extra minute, Shower in the morning too. Why not? Smell twice as nice.
I like this. This is a fun bit. We got to get Jerry on the pod.
We have to.
should.
Jerry
He loves you.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
I've been looking to get into more classic cars.
Yeah. Do you guys think Jay Leno's going to look like Two-Face after his fire? Do we talk
I
about
do
this?
think that.
Whoa, he was in a fire?
One of his cars exploded.
Which I assumed was a Tesla.
It has to be a Tesla. That's
I'm
the
pretty
main
sure-
exploding car.
I don't think
Is
I've
it?
seen like the smoking gun somebody say like, yes, we know for sure it was a Tesla, but it's like, of cars that explode, one
know-
of Jay
I didn't-
Leno's cars exploded.
I didn't know Teslas were exploding.
That's like their
crazy.
big thing. When they're not hitting
It's kind of
children.
their
new
big
feature?
thing.
Yeah.
It's their famous attribute is they will catch on fire and you can't get out. And the fire department can't put it out because it's a lithium fire, which is like a resistant to all standard forms of fire prevention.
Yeah, it's the strongest fire imaginable.
It's a Charizard flame world.
That's immediately where mine went. Mine went too.
Really? Charizard?
Yeah.
Chris and I are linked up.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
Anyway, yeah, that's that question.
That's fucking crazy, bro.
You have any more thoughts on
Wow,
showering?
man.
No, I think he was right, but that there are many options.
I like to brush my teeth in the shower.
I do that too. I do that too.
Unhinged.
We
You guys are
really-
And
crazy
also, I don't
people.
think it's very common either. Because
No, that's insane.
They have hang-ups. Oh,
That's
shit.
the craziest thing I've ever
You
heard.
can get covered in toothpaste. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. It washes right off.
This is insane.
And here's the thing too: you put your conditioner in, you gotta wait for that to set. Anyway, what are you
Exactly,
doing?
You got time to kill in there.
You guys are out of your minds.
I have very bad teeth genetically. I gotta stay on top of this.
Me too. I'm from England.
But
Oh my god!
do you want like shower water though, like in your mouth? I feel like that's
It's the
gonna get in
same
there.
as sink water.
Once it's come from your face and everything.
Well, it's not good. I'm doing it straight up. I'm getting blasted. I put my whole face in there.
I'm realizing I've never had toothpaste on my penis before.
Oh well, you haven't lived.
Your monitor shut off, so I
did
can't
it.
read this next
Chris,
question.
fix the monitor. It's that one. Yeah, there we go.
Aha.
Did it work?
It's coming back on.
I just had to tell him to fix it.
Yeah. Wait, how did you do that?
I flicked it back in. I think I knocked it.
It's an
okay.
extremely loose cord. Yeah, this happens all the time.
Okay, well, you guys are crazy. I'm going to read this next one.
we're
Sound
clean.
off in the comments below if you brush your teeth in the shower.
Hey, if you like this podcast, leave more mean comments about Alex.
Yeah, lay off Jeremy for a minute. As a police officer, what is the most disgusting thing a suspect has ever said to you?
All right. Now, we did have that one the week I did this with Dan about the guy who said he fucking put
It
his
was a ghost,
whole
right?
hand into his ass and he was possessed by a ghost and then climbed a wall.
A whole hand in his ass?
Well, he was possessed by a ghost, but
Was he
and
trying to,
climbed
wait,
a
was
wall.
he was trying to pull the ghost out?
No, the ghost was making him do it, I think is the implication.
He was like trying to be puppeted or something.
I don't know what he was trying to do, but
I think this is a closeted man who was like, a ghost made me get fisted.
my point is, I think we have to assume no ghosts for this question, because otherwise all your answers can get to very high power levels. That's ruins the question.
Can I propose? Is this a cheat code for Quora? Is it always funnier if the question starts with "as a police officer"?
Yeah,
Because
it's
police
funnier.
officers are just kind of crazy.
I have
people.
noticed when summoning the questions, I do look for those the most.
Should we do a question that says
Yes,
"as a police
that should
officer"?
be today's question, right?
Yeah.
We should have the chief of police on and ask him
Yeah.
a bunch of Quoras.
Well, I just mean when we type what up. Because people answer it and then you can see like this guy answered James Filippello.
Okay.
And this is the most police officer man I've ever seen. He's got a huge mustache. His photos from the 70s.
My favorite thing about the police officer Quoras is they do list like their actual resume.
Yeah.
In the comments where it's like, oh, I can find your employment history from Quora?
Yeah.
Good.
He has a book called One Cop's Life.
Okay.
Told through short stories from the horrifying to the hilarious.
This is the most on-brand Quora user we have come across in the entire history of the show.
I think this might be an excerpt. Oh, no, it's not an excerpt from his book. He's just saying that you can
He's saying, if you like this.
If you like this,
I love
he's got
more.
39 years as a frontline supervisor, manager, and instructor in federal law and for.
So this is the grossest thing that a police officer has
Yes.
seen.
Most disgusting thing a suspect has ever said to him.
Here's my guess.
I'm innocent. You're a traitor to the middle class.
Yeah, I'm going to say probably something like, I love crime or something like that.
One time, a criminal said, "I love crime." I turned around. It was the Joker.
I was thinking of the Joker.
Yeah, he loves crime. All right.
A man
he's
with
the
a
clown
white
prince of
face
crime.
and a red mouth. He is the
It was
Crown Prince of
Rudolph the reindeer.
Gag alert is the beginning of this one. Gag alert. I don't know if he means that you're gonna gag or he's gonna say a gag.
A great joke. Yeah.
Let's find out.
Gag alert. I say that before all of my jokes.
Woo!
Woo! Gag alert. I arrested a person on a motor vehicle stop. Such a cop because they had a failure to appear warrant. This person was dressed in a fast food uniform, and I recognize him from my many trips to this drive-through window.
Classic cop.
This guy really is a cop. I tried to help him out with his warrant and let him make 3 or 4 phone calls until he finally reached someone to come bail him out.
This man is really painting a picture right now.
He's an author. I typed very slowly to stretch out the time frame, allowing the person with bail to arrive at the station and save him from the indignity of going to the county jail. I let it be known that anyone in our town with a job was a VIP in my book. What?
That's so nice of you.
He was appreciative of my efforts.
As you slam this perp.
But before his bail money arrived, he took me aside and said he had to tell me something. I said, okay, and closed the interview room door. He said, I don't think you should eat at our restaurant anymore. I, of course, asked why. He hesitated and then said quietly, when police cars come up through the drive-through window, a signal would be passed back to the people preparing the food, and they would do some disgusting things to the food. This guy rules.
Patriot roll call. Boycott the Starbucks at 347.
They are doing drag queen shows at the Starbucks. I tell you, I almost puked right there just thinking about people spitting and worse in the food I had been eating.
They would make love in my coffee. They'd shrink down small and make love in my coffee.
They would shrink down small.
They'd say they get a bell that summons Tinkerbell, and she'd get in the coffee with all her parts.
All of her nasty little parts.
Tinkerbell is hot. When she
Tinkerbell?
gets stuck in that keyhole when I was a kid, that really did something for
Low
me.
key, she fine though.
On my old Mario podcast, we interviewed the guy who wrote the Zelda cartoons, and that show, the Zelda cartoons from the 80s are extremely horny. And there's a little fairy in that who's very, very sexual, and she's trying to fuck Link all the time.
Yeah.
And we interviewed him, we asked him about it,
nod.
and he was like, we were talking about the show. We didn't bring up that it was horny. And the guy who wrote all the episodes was like, yeah, that show was so horny. I probably made it so horny because my first boner as a kid was watching Tinkerbell. And we were
That's
like,
really strange.
cool,
This is
guy.
such a
Mine
phenomenon.
was watching the Girls on Trampoline section of the Man Show.
That makes more sense than Tinkerbell, but they're both great options.
Tinkerbell seems like it's going to create a fetish of some kind.
Yeah, we gotta warn them in the 1940s for doing
Walt
this too
Disney.
much. Well, don't make ladies small. It's not safe.
She is thick but small.
Yeah, how'd she do it?
It's paradoxical.
It is.
Tinkerbell, how you do it, girl?
I'm amazed that so many people have such a recollection of their first boner. I don't know how people... Do you have a memory of your first boner?
Well, I remember it was alarming. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I remember I told my mom. It's like, Mom, something's wrong.
That is the beginning of most Quora answers.
Yeah. I think I also told my mom, but it wasn't because Tinkerbell was on. Though. Tinkerbell wasn't related.
Mommy, I have a boner.
I think it's super normal.
I don't know. You guys are brushing your teeth in the showers, telling
There
your
I
mom.
was, 6 months old. They had to do experiments on me for years.
This is the boy who popped too soon.
It's such little blood. It's like arm shrank.
Anyway, the fucking police officer, they're spitting in his food. I don't know. I let other cops know about the place and waited a couple of weeks. Then they let the manager know. He said heads would roll and they would be installing cameras in the food prep area. This guy's a fucking rat.
He's a fucking rat.
He fucking
that's
ratted
true.
to the cops.
His reward was like getting out of jail slightly faster. And he was like, by the way, let me tell on every one of my criminal friends.
Yeah. Ruin a fun little gag.
How much time am I facing? None. Here's all the bad stuff we do to you.
He folded so quickly. I mean, I wonder if this
Make sure
guy...
your friends with guns burn down my employer.
My question is, I mean, look, cops notably always tell the truth.
Yes.
But I wonder if he, even though he says like, and then I sat him down and said, you are free to go. You are a VIP in my town. Tell me your secrets. If really he was like, punch, 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 punch.
I know you're spitting in it. Something you said really, this is a tangent, but
Please.
Great movie idea, and I don't think anybody's thought of this.
Oh, lay it on me.
Abraham Lincoln Cop.
Abraham Lincoln Cop.
Abraham Lincoln
okay.
Cop. He cannot tell a lie.
Is that Washington?
Shit. Okay, George Washington Cop.
George Washington Cop.
Oh,
People like him less than Abraham Lincoln, though, so that is going to be tough.
Yeah.
They're both cops. President cops.
Okay.
Okay.
President cops.
President cops. This is not in the past. This is current cops. These are like door-to-door cops. And also they are presidents of the United States.
The American public no longer trusts the police. They went to the past and brought back America's most trusted
my
figure.
God.
Yes, the faces that you are on your money. People you can trust.
You can't bribe them because they recognize themselves. That doesn't make sense.
Hamilton keeps coming, and people are like, "Is he a cop?" And they're like, "He wasn't a president." And they're like, "Hamilton's not a cop," and it's very confusing.
Yeah. You wouldn't lie to Teddy Roosevelt, would you?
Open up, it's me, Abraham Lincoln.
And Taft is the commissioner.
Four scored, I'm gonna beat your ass.
There are a lot of Hollywood ideas today.
This is huge.
Yeah.
No one steal this idea.
We're
This
really
is a
in the
huge
zone.
movie.
Yeah.
We're gonna write it.
And we're going to write it. This guy rules. I would like to follow more of his posts.
Yeah, I mean, we can read.
Which I think is a feature on Quora. I just don't know how to
I'm gonna follow him for you.
summon it.
You now follow James Filippello.
Great.
Filippello.
You're
Filipeo.
the chief of our Quora account.
He's got a lot of. All he does is answer cop
a police
questions.
officer?
Yeah.
That's good. That's
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Okay.
Why is car culture so prevalent in America? He says hormones.
I agree. I agree. Quick ask of the room. Is it hormones?
Hormones?
No.
Yes. Damn.
It's a dead heat. It's a dead heat.
We got one more Quora question, and then let's ask our question.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
This is from Scott Ollinger, who answered our gang question and now is only getting questions about gangs.
Nice.
This question is, and I'm curious if you guys have an answer to it. I'm 12. Can I still be in a mafia gang?
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah, I think the
They
answer
started
is
that young. They started younger.
Famously, yeah, gangs are very open-minded about young
I love the
applicants.
idea about getting ID'd, and you're like, I can't get into the gang. They keep checking my ID.
Yeah.
You're too young.
I
Come back when you're older.
I remember bad influence older kids in high school telling me when I was young, like, you should sell drugs because you get caught and you don't get in trouble.
Yeah, is that
Yeah.
true?
Yeah.
You're under 18. You won't be doing any tie-yam.
Did you do it?
No.
Wink.
No. I've never broken the law.
Do you spit in our food?
How old is the guy at the beginning of Goodfellas?
Oh, he's a child.
I think he might be younger than. I think 12. They start letting you like carry packages and stuff.
That kid who Merck's combo in Breaking Bad,
Yeah.
like 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's
I'm
not
with
in
ya.
the gang though.
got
They
out of
just
a
use
stroller
him. They don't make a made man out of him. For
I don't
that,
know
do
why
they?
you're gatekeeping being in the gang.
I don't think combos.
Do you think that they're
should be admitted?
Can you imagine how sad that kid would be if he heard you say that he wasn't really in the gang?
He has no honor. I'm in charge of this very Hispanic gang.
This is a very long answer from Waro Andrea, and the first sentence is, it depends on what career trajectory you are at and what skills you bring to the table for the mafia.
Oh, that's
Oh,
a good
career
point.
trajectory.
Yeah.
You go to your guidance counselor, and they're like, what gang would you like to be a
You're
part
gonna
of?
have to learn to code.
It also depends on which mafia in particular you prefer and where they operate. The particular thing. Sorry, go.
I'm sorry, isn't mafia just the Italian mafia? Aren't the other ones
No.
not the
There's
mafia?
there's Russian mafia apparently. I guess that's the
there's-
mob, Russian mob.
No, I think.
We're just saying gang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm being too.
No,
stingy
you're right. Well, this
Organized
person.
crime.
I don't think we should read this whole answer because this person just explains all the different types of gangs.
Okay, yeah, we don't need to.
I mean, I can read a little bit of it. It's
There's
like
the Magia from Marvel Comics. They weren't allowed to say mafia, so it's called the Magia.
that sucks. That's so much worse than mafia for
Who
some
said they
reason.
weren't allowed to say the mafia?
The mafia.
Comics
They
code,
would have
probably?
killed Stan Lee.
Oh yeah, the maybe that is legit.
Can you imagine if the
keep-
mob ordered a hit on Stan Lee?
Imagine if the mob ordered a hit on Superman.
Imagine if you will. Well, the thing about Superman is that he's weak to the mafia.
Because they have Italian magics. They can make a chicken
what
parm
is it-
like nobody's
what
business.
What is Italian magic called? It has
Sauce,
its own-
gravy.
Isn't there a name for like Italian voodoo?
We're queuing up a great racist joke no one knows the end of.
Send us an email at quorators@gmail.com to let
What
us
do
know.
Italians call magic? Showering at night.
Bow, 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 bow,
Am I
bow,
right?
bow, 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 bow.
Am I the only one who's seen this?
Why do they call it a mafia?
Italian smell.
I don't like the Italians.
New character, racist Jerry Seinfeld. They're not white. I'll say it.
I don't trust them. Go back to Italy. They're
City's full of criminals.
This city is so dirty. It's Travis Bickle Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Someone should kill the president. All right. Do we care about these different descriptions of mafias?
I
No.
do not care about that 1 ounce.
Oh,
You don't care that the Russian mafias are the most robust in areas where they
No!
and are for some reason
No!
attracted to sunny beaches around the world?
No.
They own a lot of property in my hometown of Schenectady.
Is that true?
Huh.
Schenectady, the place beyond the pines.
I know where I'm not buying a home soon, and for this reason.
Because of the Russian mob.
They wear tracksuits.
That's a stereotype, right?
That's a vicious stereotype.
Oh, that is,
You do not want to say
boy.
that on a podcast.
I'm sorry. Let me publicly apologize for that.
Now back to my character, racist Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh, racist Jerry Seinfeld. Putting any adjective in front of Jerry Seinfeld is a good character.
Yeah.
There's no adjective you
Green.
can... Green Jerry Seinfeld. I'm the Green Lantern!
When you hug blue and yellow, you get me.
You're blue, I'm a damn die, I'm green! I'm rich because I'm green!
You know what makes it good is it's just a very easy impression.
Yeah, it's
to do,
just very
There's
easy.
nothing funny about him.
It's a fun, wacky voice.
Requires no talent to do the Jerry Seinfeld impression.
I can't do it.
You can try. Do you want to
Would you
try?
like- Before the show ends.
I'm really bad at impressions.
Okay.
It's-
Oh,
true.
I'm Jerry. Oh, I'm Jerry Seinfeld. Sound like him.
All right. This is
What's the deal with?
this
You
is,
make him an old man.
this is Chris doing Naruto Jerry
I'm
Seinfeld.
green with the. I run with my arms behind my back. What's the deal with the moon and it invented ninjutsu?
You got it.
There we go. That's a
I'm
goddamn
sorry.
show.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
The thing is, though, a bad impression is so much funnier than a good one,
Yeah.
especially when it is honestly your best attempt.
What's the deal with Sasuke? He's always leaving town.
This is a very Naruto-themed episode. Oh, I lost Pat. Oh, no, I'm back.
Hey, Chris, fix that real quick.
Oh, no, I'm gone again. Oh, we're back.
It's really funny to have the guest fix my computer. I'm really enjoying this. We are never moving out of my kitchen.
We will never leave this kitchen.
My house, I'm very lazy.
Your wife loves that we take over your apartment. That's all the Quoras we got for today, I think. Do you want to ask a Quora? Wow, another Quoras.
Another hard day's work. done.
Another set of Quoras in the books.
Let me wipe
Nice.
off my incredibly pillow soft hands.
Later, we'll go back to the sewage farm.
Okay, so we got to write one and then we're out of here, huh?
Yeah, then we're fucking gone.
Then
So,
we're out of
okay.
here.
As a police officer,
Yeah, you want to do as a police officer?
Yeah, put on your
Alright, hold
little,
on.
put out your little stands. There we go. Good job, Jeremy.
My microphone is down because I hold mine because I'm trying to become big and strong.
Okay, as a police officer, we started that. I thought we had one earlier about animals.
The earlier one we had
yeah, we
was
did.
the what is the gamer national anthem?
What is the game?
oh, true. As a police officer, what is the game?
I think that's very funny, but I really
want answers.
because
Yeah.
we're on such a dry spell, Chris.
It's bad.
Oh no,
It reflects
Right.
poorly on us as
You know how
Quora
like
users.
when people like don't hook up for a long time, they become like dangerous. That's
Yeah.
us with not getting answers on Quora.
Yeah, I guess I do. But look.
First of all, I absolutely know what you're talking about single people being dangerous. Okay,
I have a
so
Quora incel.
we need to pick. I don't think let's do the what's the gamer national anthem one. I think that's a stronger choice.
Yeah, I think
do we
that's
need to
stronger.
mess up the grammar, or we could just say that?
What is
Oh yeah,
the gamer
maybe. Wait, do you guys
national-
purposely have bad grammar on some of it?
Well, we try
We
to
try
make
to
it
speak
so
in their
they'll want to
language.
answer it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We try to blend in and look like a local.
I would put gamer in caps.
Gamer.
Yeah,
all caps or just
all caps
to the G?
gamer, because gamers love caps lock.
What is the gamer national anthem?
What is the gamer
Should
national?
I?
Yeah,
How about
just
this?
like-
How about this?
Gamer. I'm sick of people telling me it's the regular.
Oh, say.
What is that song called?
The Star Spangled Banner?
Star Spangled Banner.
He's British. He's
now
British.
that's a song.
Now that's a good song. Oh yeah, there you go. It's his hat's over his
There it
heart.
is.
His Dragon Ball Z beanie is over
Tally
his heart.
ho. Chris, can I just say, as an Englishman, you do not have a trace of an accent.
That's true.
When did you move over here?
No, I was when I was 5.
Oh my God, we're stealing valor this whole
So
episode.
Chris and I lived together in college, and we knew he was British. No one was surprised to find that he was British. But when I met
The
Chris's
school
mom,
tells you before you move in.
they say if your roommate's British, you get an automatic A. When I
That's
met,
because I came into your room with a flag and said, "This is my room."
yeah.
You may find wooden teeth on your counter.
When I met Chris's mom for the first time, I was like, "Oh, she's like British."
Yeah,
Oh, she's like British.
no, I was born with that accent. It's like the Jerry Seinfeld thing. I just can't do it.
Okay, so real quick, what is the gamer national anthem? Is it more Quora to say what is a gamer national anthem?
No,
Just do
'cause I
the.
think
Just
it
do
has to be
the.
D.
We want it to
okay.
be clear.
Okay.
Okay, and then tag the police officers guilds. Tag everybody. In
Oh
this.
yes, the
Quora
police
is trying to
officers.
make us say what is the game's national anthem, which makes
That
less
is
sense.
not it. That is not what our question is.
No. Okay, national anthems, nationalism, and country. Nationalism is added, which I think is
I'm here
really
on Quora
funny.
nationalism with a variety of criminals.
Oh, add video games. Oh, add like specific video games like Assassin's Creed. I think those
Hold
guys
on,
will
hold
know.
on, hold
Oh,
on,
in
hold on.
parentheses.
I will absolutely do that, but real quick, it says select any topics that describe the question, and it's like patriotism, nationality, gamers, video games, India.
Yeah, I think those are probably the most numerous Quora users, so we're probably going to want to get them on there.
I absolutely did it.
Okay, yeah, tag every country that exists, and
I'm
then
gonna
we'll
do
probably hit go on this.
Halo. What's another video game? Call of Duty.
I've only played Halo.
Joust.
Okay, I'll add Joust. I'm sure that's a very popular discussion topic.
Oh, what
Pong.
are those? What are those?
Jousting, I did.
What are those old like games that are like
Arcade?
a movie that like you have to?
Those are movies, Chris.
Oh,
Those are
yeah.
movies. Those are films.
Taxi Driver.
You know those games where you got to go and then you all sit down and you watch it?
Yeah.
What was that game with The Rock?
That's Fortnite. That's literally Fortnite.
I love Fortnite.
I unironically love
Me
Fortnite.
too. It's sick.
There's nothing better
We've been
than
playing so much lately.
Fortnite.
There literally isn't.
It's such a good game. It's fun.
No one is saying that it's not. We're all in agreement. Okay, well, Chris, thank you so much for coming on this show. You gotta
yeah.
tell your folks at home where they can find you and
Yeah.
see your great Jerry Seinfeld impressions.
Thanks for having me. Please listen to Deep Dive in the Shallow End, which
Yeah,
is
that's
a
what we
podcast
do.
I do with JCap over
Yeah.
there. And JCap is what I call him.
That's really cool. Thank you. I will never call you that.
A neat nickname. You should come on, Alex. You should come be a guest.
Hey,
Do
I
it.
love the shallow end.
There you go, and you can deep dive into it.
Splash.
I'm gonna press the stop recording button.
All right.
Bye-bye now.
Keep quarring.